Hello, 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 everyone. It is me, Stacy. That's EY, and I am coming to you live with this week's Microburst. I was not here last week because I was down, all the way down. I was sick. And so I missed doing last week's Microburst at 12 noon live, but I'm here now, and that's all that matters. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and jump in. I want to keep these microbursts under 15 minutes, and my goal is to eventually get them to be under 10 minutes because I do value your time. And I just want to drop these little microbursts of information, tools for you to use throughout your day, your days and weeks. And then I want to just let you get on back to your regularly scheduled programming. Okay, so here it is. The new series for March is called Issue, Challenge, Problem. Issue, challenge, problem. Now, we use these words interchangeably, but there is a huge difference between an issue and a challenge and a problem. And the problem is that when we use them interchangeably, we end up exhausting more energy than necessary trying to tackle an issue, which is actually a problem, or a problem, which is really an issue. So I'm trying to help you to utilize your time more wisely, and making sure that something that is a mere blip on the radar of your life doesn't end up in a full scene, right? So anyway, let me go ahead and define for you the differences between an issue, a challenge, and a problem. An issue is, let me put my glasses on. Sorry, because I can't see. So you're going to have a little bit of a glare on my glasses while I read this. An issue is having difficulty or disagreement with someone or something that brings a small level of discomfort. I'm going to say it again. An issue is having difficulty or a disagreement with someone or about something that brings a small level of discomfort. That's an issue. And the way you tackle an issue is you address it. You address an issue. Okay. A challenge, on the other hand, is an obstacle or something new or unexpected which requires effort and determination to move through or to get over. Not as in get over it, but as in like get over it. Like think of like a hurdle. You have to jump over a hurdle. That's what a challenge is. And for challenges, we overcome them. So an issue we address, a challenge we overcome. Now here's the big one. A problem. A problem is a situation, a question or a challenge with a person or a group of people who are required in order for you to move forward, meaning there's stagnation unless and until there is a solution. A challenge is something that actually hinders progression. So an issue, and so for a challenge, you have to solve or resolve it. So an issue you address, a problem you solve or resolve. I'm not sure if that's what I just said. An issue you address, a challenge you overcome, and a problem you solve or resolve. That's the difference. It will require a different level of effort for each of these. Do not spend a lot of time trying to solve an issue. An issue doesn't need to be solved. An issue needs to be addressed, and then you move on. You don't like something, you address it, you move on. It doesn't mean that it has to change. It doesn't hinder you. It doesn't stop you. It does not hold up your progress. It's just this makes me uncomfortable. I don't really like this, but you keep it pushing. I don't like my hair today, but did it stop me from doing a live? Nope. You know why? Because it was an issue. It's an issue because I need to go get my hair done. But at any rate, I digress. That's an issue. It's something small. It's not like I'm out here, looking crazy. And even if I was, don't focus on that. Focus on what I'm saying to you, right? It's small. You've heard the phrase, don't make a mountain out of a molehill. That's what this is talking about. That's what an issue is. It's so insignificant that if you replay the movie of your life, it doesn't even show up. It doesn't even get credit. It's not even in the credits to roll at the end. That's what an issue is. A challenge might get honorable mention, right? Because it's something you had to overcome. It's a hurdle that you had to jump over and move through. But again, it doesn't necessarily stop you. It's just, it's like what the Bible referred to as the thorn in your side. It's that thorn in your side. You know it's there, but it's like, I'm just going to keep moving because eventually either the thorn will fall out or I'll just be able to overcome it in some form or fashion. That's what a challenge is. A problem stops you. It halts all productivity. And oftentimes we don't like to deal with problems, which is why when a problem goes unresolved, it's still staring there right in your face, won't go away. And it's like, until you deal with me, I'm going to be right here. You're not going to get any peace. You actually lose sleep over problems, right? You can't pay your mortgage. That's a problem, right? You can't buy ice cream. That's an issue. It doesn't stop anything. A challenge is that you go to get the ice cream and you are 10 cents short. That's a challenge. You scrape, you look, it's got to be some change in my ashtray. I'm sorry, we don't do ashtrays anymore in cars. Some change in my center console, or wherever you keep your change, or in my pocket or down in my purse or wherever it is, so that you can pay for the ice cream. It's a challenge. It's a small blip, but you can get over. Or you just say, look, I'm 10 cents short. Can you just go and bless me with this ice cream anyway? You shouldn't be eating ice cream unless it's, I digress. I'm not going to go there. I'm the one who's on an eating plan, so I can't have ice cream right now. But you get my point. An issue is something small and insignificant. It doesn't really stop anything. And so I want to tackle today in the next minute how you actually address an issue. When you have an issue, the first thing that you have to do in your interrogation of yourself, which I talked about in my other videos, you do an interrogation and ask yourself, is this an issue? Is it a challenge, or is it a problem? You have to first determine which one it is. And I actually created a little questionnaire for you to keep with you. It's a link that you can click on and go to ask yourself these series of questions to find out whether or not you are dealing with an issue, challenge, or a problem. And just to kind of give you a highlight of what those questions are, what those interrogation questions are, I actually have them in my phone. The first one is the situation serious or life-altering? Does the situation require external intervention? Is the situation a bother, pain, or detrimental? Is the situation hindering progression and or productivity? If the situation isn't resolved, will it get worse, better, or just go away on its own? So that's just some samples of some questions. But I did a questionnaire that once you plug in your answers to the questions on the questionnaire, it'll actually spit out for you whether this is an issue, challenge, or a problem, and then give you some tools and tips on how to address it. So with that being said, the issue. When you have an issue, you have to be willing to suffer from that discomfort, either temporarily or even permanently, because an issue is something that brings about a small level of discomfort. I may not like the way someone talks. I don't, it's abrasive. It's, they're very curt. It comes off rude, and it comes off as condescending. I may not like that. That's an issue for me. But if the work is getting done, I'll have minimal conversation to get the work done. It's an issue. It's not a challenge or a problem. Now, where it does become a challenge is if you work for my company and you talk to my customers or my clients like that. That's a challenge the first time. If it continues after I address the issue, and after I try to help you overcome the challenge, then it becomes a problem, and then I have to resolve it. That's how we can determine if something is detrimental. You can't be detrimental to my business. And my clients are important to me, not because they are how my company makes money, but also because I actually care about my clients. I care about the people that I'm doing the work with. Because of the work I do, I care. It's not you're not just another number to me. So when I have an issue in business, I address the issue as soon as I realize it's an issue. Because it is my company, I have a little bit more leeway to saying, that this will stop, or whether it's something that I'm going to deal with. So when it comes to your job or your work or whatever with your colleagues, you have to address the issue the moment it becomes an issue, so that it doesn't become something bigger and create a hindrance in productivity for you, for a project for your company, based upon the level of work that you do. Or if you're like in healthcare or something where you have patients or clients, then it can be to the detriment of those patients or clients. And again, when it's an issue, address it as an issue. Stop overlooking issues. We can't keep doing that. If it's an issue for you, address it. Sometimes people don't know an issue is an issue because you've never told them it's an issue. Sometimes the issue is you. So you go through your own interrogation and figure out whether or not this is a me issue, and then handle it or govern yourself accordingly. Okay. So that's all I'm going to talk about for this week. I know this was short. I don't even know how long this was, but again, I'm trying to keep these under 15 minutes. If I can get them under 10, that would be great. Next week, I'm going to delve more into challenge, what a challenge really is, and how to overcome a challenge. So share this video with someone, because a lot of people don't even know that there's a difference between an issue, challenge, and a problem. Share this video with someone, make some comments, let me know that you've watched it. And tune in next week, 12 noon Eastern, on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and watch what I have to teach about a challenge. And then, of course, the following week, we'll be talking about a problem. And then I think that moves us into April, where we'll have a whole new topic. So again, I hope that this was helpful for you all. Make today better than yesterday. Strive for an even better tomorrow, because mindset is everything. Until next time, you all take care and be blessed. Be kind to one another. Love ya.